you've got the chance now to close the gap on Spurs to 7 points, and it feels like it could be a big moment, a big opportunity to build a little bit of momentum going into towards that international game.
Yeah, big game for us, massive game for us, and it's difficult as well. Spurs away. Yeah, everything you said is right. So I didn't count out the points distance between us and them, but it's we cannot be picky with opponents and games, and where we want to get points, we have to go for it, definitely. But it's difficult. We all know that Tottenham is a side that's well organized, defending extremely high level. So and counter-attacking is a massive thing. Now the last two games we had to chase the game, and we saw the offensive power as well. So I think Spurs put in a good moment. So they had turned now two important games around the last minute, and especially the last one was a really big one for Tottenham. And so we are prepared for a confident, strong opponent. But it's like this: if you are not consistent, then there's always a reason for it, and very often it's a reason with availability. Who can you play? How often can they play? Blah blah blah. All these kind of things, and that's one, not the only, but one of the reasons why we are not consistent. The problem is with if you to explain wins. It's really easy because nobody listens really, because everyone's in a great mood and it's like you're just smiling, it's good shape. Explaining when you lose is much more difficult because each word is really important, but it's that you cannot, or at least I don't have 5 million different words for it. If you want to get out of something, you first have to get through it. And that's where we are. So, and it might take time, but it doesn't mean we don't say now, Tottenham is too early for us to really show up already. No, it's not. We are there. We go there and want to be at our best 100%. But sitting here now and being 1000% convinced, yes, and we will. What I can tell you, it never was before going to Tottenham that I thought, good moment to face Tottenham, let's smash them. Was never the case. It's a difficult place to go, a really good team, extremely well coached, and a real fighting unit. So there are no friendly games against them. Antonio's on his toes, on the sideline. The players are in challenges and blah blah blah, all these kind of things. So it will be a tough one. But that's what we actually all want. It's like a Champions League game in the Premier League. And that's how we will approach it.
Obviously, it's 2 weeks until the start of the World Cup, and there's a growing number of players now either out of the World Cup or
I hate this subject.
Okay, well, can I still ask a question from a manager's point of view? Is there anything you can do to balance that?
No.
The threat of players or the demands of the team?
No. That's it. These problems were so clear. They were so clear. And nobody mentioned it for one time until 3-4 weeks before the World Cup. Now all of a sudden player got injured and they say, oh, they cannot play the World Cup. Ooh. So this specific problem that players who got late injured in a season and cannot play the World Cup is not new. So after a long season, it happens everywhere in the world. But now, starting the World Cup a week after the last game, oh, that's a bigger risk. Crazy. Nobody cares about us, how we deal with it. And you ask me all the question, and if I give you all the answers and these kind of things, what do you think what I should do? Ask the players before Southampton or now before Derby, really want to play? So, yeah, but what's the situation? You asking a question is one, but we are all guilty, and you more than I am guilty, for letting it happen. Letting it happen in the first place. Oh, and now it happened. Now we have the situation, and that's it, and we have to go along with it. And for the players who get injured and cannot play is a disaster. But how can we change that?